Also share screen.
There you go. Thank you. Oh, Dietmar's
Uh,
here. Yay.
Yay.
I haven't seen Dietmar in ages.
I'm looking for my share screen. Hold
Whoops,
on
I
just a
haven't.
second.
No, I have
Uh,
it if you want to want me to put it up.
Here we go, because you need to see
Okay.
the other stuff. You
That's all
need
right.
to be in control.
No, that's all right.
Can we see it?
Almost. There it is. There it is. Thank you so much. Okay, welcome everybody to our weekly meeting of the Rotary Earth Network Club featuring our Earth Talks. We want to thank everybody, our members, our associates, our donors, our volunteers. If you are not a member already, consider joining us. You do not have to be a member or anything to join us weekly at our meetings. So we welcome everyone here. Networking is a big part of our club. So welcome. Please mute your audio when you're not speaking. Feel free to turn off your camera to reduce our carbon footprint. You can always turn it back on when we come back on for Q&A. I usually keep mine on because I like to interact with the speaker. I like the speaker to be able to see some faces. So, but thank you. You know, those of you that want to turn it off, you're welcome to. Recordings and resources will be available on the Earth Talks Foundation website as well as our Earth Network Rotary website. Both of those are up and running, and we will have links to these recordings, all our past recordings. And then speaker views are their own. We have to put that disclaimer in. And then also some features are limited for safety. For we had a Zoom bombing incident once. So contact a host if you need any help, unmuting yourself or, whatever. You can always send us a chat. Go ahead,
S-
Mike.
So can I ask Karen, since the other person isn't here, Tim, I know has prepared to
Oh,
read
yeah,
the black script of the four-way test.
sure.
Ken, are you with us? Ken, would you read the green environmental part of that? I'm putting you on the spot.
I know you are.
I really am. I'm terrible.
You are. You got to
I am.
we have to warn these
Okay,
people.
can you hear me now?
I can. We can,
Yeah.
Ken.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Okay.
Ken, you're the best. If you could read the green part, Tim, take it away with the black part.
I read everything, don't worry. That will be okay. The four-way test of the things we think, say, or do.
Yes.
First, is it the truth? Is the environmental information accurate, science-based, and transparent? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Does it protect people, ecosystems, and future generations? Third, will it build goodwill and better friendship? Does it encourage collaboration, share responsibility, and community trust? Fourth, will it be beneficial to all concerned? Does it improve environmental health, human well-being, and long-term sustainability? Sorry about that. This adaptation of Rotary International four-way test has circulated informally. The original source is unknown. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. Yeah, if anybody does come across this one, we got it, and then I totally forgot where I got it from. So we'd like to be able to put that on the bottom, because it really is a neat one.
And Ken,
But yeah,
thank you
let us
so
know.
much. I love your voice.
Me too.
I love your voice. So if English isn't your first most favorite language, or if you're like me and you're a little bit hard of hearing, you can always go to the closed captions. This is so helpful on your phone, your device or your laptop, whatever you're using. Choose the language, and you'll see the closed captions at the bottom. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, let's do you want me to go ahead and do the project teaser? Do we have
Ye-
Taste on
ye-
here? Yeah.
No,
No.
she's not here yet.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let me do this. Let me share my slide. And this was created by all right, can people see that?
Yes.
Okay. So this is was created by Tammy Mulcahy, who works with the Plastics Solutions, the task force. And she also works, I know, with Plant Rich Diet Group too. She is fantastic woman, and she put this together for us. So there is, in honor of the Worldwide End Plastic Soup Action Day, which is June 6th, they have so what's called 100,000 Action Pledge, and it's really simple. So you can either get to this QR code, or I think we can put the link in the chat. But it's really a neat list. It's just a form you go through, and you can click off the things that you're doing now, and then you can click off, you can pledge to go ahead and do some other actions for this 100,000 Actions Day. But of course, we do all these things every day, and every day is Earth Day for us. But this is a fantastic one to just take the pledge, see if they can get up to that 100,000 actions. So I will stop share now. Let's see, where is it? My stop share screen. Ah! All right, Lori, can you hit the stop share? Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Here.
I'm looking as
Sorry. Okay, are we good? Sorry, it's so funny when, well, everybody knows tech problems. Okay. What would you like to do now, Lori? Do you think we should
let's launch into it.
okay. All right, let's go into the speaker, and then we will there are a couple other things that Najoti is going to share with you in the chat. June 5th is tomorrow. June 5th is World Environment Day, and SRAG has a toolkit. So we want to share that toolkit that SRAG's created for 2026 for that World Environment Day. So we're going to share that with you, and a couple other things too.
Karen, I forgot one
Yep,
thing.
shoot.
Joshua's here. If we
Oh
could
yeah,
take
Joshua's here.
2 minutes or 1 minute and just let Joshua share the event. If you speak
Oh,
Spanish, this is the
yes,
event for you. If you don't
thank
speak
you.
Spanish, they may have translations. But Joshua, take it away.
Yeah, yeah. Where are you, Joshua? I don't know. Was he ready to do this?
No,
I,
he
I think
WhatsApped me
I'm
and said,
ready, but
Yeah.
my camera, it's like
Oh yeah, it
something,
is. You're a little fuzzy. You're
something is
hazy.
happening. Yeah, I don't know what's
Okay.
happening.
That's all right. I can take your spotlight off. If you want to, if you share, will it be? Let's see, we can share we can share.
Najoti has a slide that
Yeah, we have the
can share,
slide.
I think.
Najoti, can you share your slide for Joshua for the media?
It's because we're right now like in the middle of the mountain in a global grant.
So, do you
Yes.
want to, Joshua, just tell everyone really quickly about the event that's coming up?
Do you have the poster over there?
Najoti does, and I think I have it. We were going to share it on
Yeah, we have
in the
the Zoom
chat.
link.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Okay,
We have
so good morning, everyone. Here in Costa Rica, it's 9 in the morning. I'm super glad to be here in this meeting. It's a pleasure. For the ones that I haven't met, I'm part of an initiative in District 4240 that it's Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador, and Nicaragua. And together, the Rotarians, the Rotaractors, and the Interactors were hosting an environmental festival. This is the sixth edition of it. And it's going to be on Monday it's around hour and a half approx. And it's at 6 in the afternoon, Costa Rican time. But if you have questions about your time zone, I can definitely find out which hour it's for you. And there's the link in the chat. I just saw that Lori sent it. And you're more than welcome to come. We're having really important people from Central America as speakers. And it's going to be a really nice event. And we will be more than glad to have you all over there.
Thank you,
thank
thank you, thank you,
you.
Joshua. Yep, thank you. We did get the link in there, right?
Yep, it's all
Okay,
in
good.
there.
Okay, good, good, good. All right, wonderful. All right, let's see. Is Tammy here? No, I'm
So
not Tammy.
let's introduce Rayson.
Yep, let's introduce Rayson. All right, Rayson. I know you gave a nice introduction already to with yourself. I have the one that you sent to me. So for the people that weren't here, to be able to learn more about you earlier, let me just introduce you quickly. So, Dr. Reyson Raymundo is a science educator specializing in chemistry, biology, and environmental science. His work focuses on sustainability, particularly native tree planting, ecosystem restoration, and promoting innovative research-based approaches to environmental education. And he belongs to a Rotary Club of Leblon Gavia. Is that the one in Brazil? But I know you're honorary
Rio.
member too in Philippines. So you lived in
Ah,
Philippines, worked in Brazil, and yeah.
yeah, my membership is in Philippines, Santiago City, and I'm a honorary member in Leblon Gavia in Rio de Janeiro.
Thank you so much. Okay, if Bertel can go ahead and let's see, let me remove myself. If Bertel is going to run Rayson's slides. Because Rayson's coming to us via phone, and it's a lot harder to run a slideshow for that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bertel. Beautiful.
Welcome. Isa pa yan.
It's okay now?
Yeah, that looks good. I'm just Bertel, if you can do slideshow or do full screen.
Like that?
Let's see, do you have a slideshow? Hit slideshow up at the top. Along the top, it says file home, insert. You see it?
No.
No.
But
Okay, we can do it this way. Either way is fine.
Okay.
Or you know
Yeah,
what?
go
I can
ahead.
do it if you want, Karen.
Oh, either one.
Okay, well, yeah, just
you want to do it? That's okay. I'm not.
Okay.
It's not my expertise.
Okay, Bertel, stop sharing, Bertel, and then yeah, then Lori can do it. No worries.
all righty. Hold on. Let me
I know
get to
last
the right
time I
one.
did it, I felt bad because poor Mark was trying to get hold of me, and I was like, I can't even see the chat. Like, so I know it's
So this is going to look weird at first. And we'll do, I've got things sitting on top of each other, which I hate.
it's a pretty river. Where is that?
Just about a mile from my house.
Wow, beautiful.
There we go.
There you go. All right, Ray-san, go ahead. Thank
Okay,
you.
good. Good day to everyone. Good morning and good evening to the other parts of the world. Today, I will present Roots of Change, Restoring Brazil, one tree at a time. This presentation focuses on the importance of ecosystem restoration, reforestation, and environmental conservation in Brazil. But I chose specifically that I work on, that I included in this presentation. We all know that Brazil is one of the most biologically rich countries in the world, home to the Amazon rainforest and several unique ecosystems. However, environmental destruction, especially deforestation, threatens biodiversity, climate stability, water system, and human communities. Through this presentation, I will discuss the major biomes of Brazil, just a little bit information. I'm not go into the detail of every biomes of Brazil, the environmental challenges the country faces, and the importance of restoring forests using native trees species. I will also share personal experiences and community initiatives, which these are the pictures that I included here also, related to native tree planting and environmental awareness. The goal of this presentation is to inspire action and encourage everyone to understand that even small environmental efforts can create meaningful long-term impacts for our planet. Next
Rayson,
slide,
would you?
please.
Okay, there we go. Sorry. Here we go.
Next slide, please. Brazil is one of the most important ecosystem on Earth, especially the Amazon rainforest, which play a major role in regulating global climate patterns and storing carbon dioxide. We all know that forests provide oxygen, absorbs greenhouse gases, protect biodiversity, and regulate rainfall and temperature. Unfortunately, environmental degradation continues to threaten this ecosystem. due to deforestation, urbanization, mining, and unsustainable agricultural practices. In this term, I would like to share to you just a little bit biomes of Brazil. So we have here the first one, which is the Amazon rainforest. And actually, this is one of the largest tropical rainforests in the world. And it is considered by most of environmentalists and even scientists that this is the lungs of the earth because of its major role in oxygen production and carbon storage. So it is located primarily in northern Brazil, and it experiences hot temperature. The climate are hot, very humid, heavy rainfall, and year-round. The Amazon rainforest contains the largest different various species of flora and fauna, or the plants and animals, and still there are a lot of animals or living things that are not yet discovered on this Amazon rainforest. Next slide, please. Cerrado, which Brasilia is sitting in, is in this biome, and this is the tropical savanna, and it is characterized by grasslands, shrubs, and scattered trees adapted to seasonal drought and fire. So the climate here is wet and dry season. This month, we are entering now the dry season. That's why when I sent pictures to Karin, I sent her, sorry, that I was watering trees, and because very dry, the newly planted trees could not survive on this very dry season of Brasilia in Cerrado. So this is one of the world's biodiversity hotspots, and native vegetation in this Cerrado biome, restoration can help improve soil quality because the soil here are actually poor, okay, and maintain water resources and preserve biodiversity. Next slide, please. The next one is Atlantic forest, or we call it Macha Atlantica. It is where the biome of Rio de Janeiro. So it is located to the eastern coast of Brazil. The climate would be humid with high rainfall, and it's very rich in endemic species. When we say endemic species, these are the species that actually exclusively for the Atlantic forest that we could not see in the other biomes. So these are actually the natural, or we call it the true plants and animals species in Brazil. Okay? So this is highly treated due to urbanization and agriculture, and it is originally covered large coastal areas. Next slide, please. Caatinga is a semi-arid shrubland, and it is located in northeastern Brazil. It experiences high temperature, low rainfall, and long dry season. So most of the plants here are drought resistant. So we could see a lot of cacti and thorny shrubs, and it is very unique for wildlife that adapted to water scarcity. Next slide, please. Pantanal is the tropical wetland. Pantanal, go back, please. Go back. Okay. It's a tropical wetland. It is the world's largest tropical wetland in the world. And it is located in western Brazil. So it experiences seasonal flooding that support rich biodiversities, including fish, birds, reptiles, and mammals. So the Pantanal is important for flood control, water purification, and wildlife conservation. Next slide, please. The other is Pampa. This is temperate grassland. It is found in southern Brazil, and it is characterized by rolling grassland and mild seasonal climates. Actually, it has a mild temperature and a seasonal rainfall, and it is important for livestock raising. So in here, conservation and sustainable management of the Pampa are important for maintaining ecological balance and supporting rural livelihoods. Next slide, please. So this is the problem. one of the problems, not only here in Brazil, across the globe, but deforestation is one of the biggest environmental problems in Brazil. Large areas of forests are cleared for agriculture, cattle ranching, soybean farming, logging, mining, and urban expansion. Millions of hectares of forests have already been lost over the decades. Illegal logging and weak environmental enforcement contribute to continued forest destruction. So we all know that deforestation destroys habitats, reduces biodiversity, increases soil erosion, and disrupts water systems. It also contributes significantly to climate change because trees release stored carbon dioxide when they are cut or burned. Addressing this problem requires stronger environmental policies, sustainable land management, and public awareness. Next slide, please. In the environmental impacts, deforestation and environmental degradation have serious impacts on ecosystems and human communities. One major effect is biodiversity loss, where plants and animals lost their natural habitats. Soil degradation and erosion occur when vegetation is removed, reducing agricultural productivity and increasing flood risk. Deforestation also disrupts the water cycle, affecting rainfall patterns and water availability. And another major consequence is the increase in atmospheric carbon dioxide, which contributes to global warming and climate change. These environmental impacts shows why forest conservation and restoration are urgent priorities. Next slide, please. Next slide. So the connection in terms of climate, we all know that forests are the natural carbon sink because they absorb carbon dioxide gas from the atmosphere and store it in their biomass and soil. When forests are destroyed, stored carbon is released, contributing to climate change. Brazil plays a major role in global climate stability because of its large ecosystem. Protecting forests can actually help reduce greenhouse gas emissions and slow global warming. Reforestation and afforestation, these two are different, projects are important strategies for climate mitigation. By restoring forests, we can improve air quality, stabilize temperatures, clean the water, and strengthen ecosystem resilience. Next slide. So why is it that native trees matter? So why is it not just plant trees? So this is the difference between reforestation and ecological restoration. In ecological restoration, just to be quick, their differences is meaning we are going to plant native plant species. When we say native plant species, these are the plants that are known in a particular country, or these are the original plant species of the country. So every country has their own plant species, has their own native tree species. In United States of America, they have their own native trees species. In Brazil, we have. In Philippines, we have. And it also the same with the other countries across the globe. Now, if this, for example, if these native trees species in United States of America plant, let's say, for example, they are already here in Brazil. So we could not say it that it is a native trees of Brazil. It is considered to be exotic trees. So exotic trees is another term that describe for these trees that are foreign from one country. It may be true that it is native in the United States of America, but if we are going to plant this in the different parts of the country, then it is not the native trees of that country. It is considered to be exotic trees. So why? Why native trees? Native trees are essential because they are naturally adapted to local environmental conditions. So even though during ancient times, even during the 16th century, 12th centuries, these trees, these native plants were already here. Okay? So aside from the importance or the benefits of the trees, which are they capture carbon, they absorb carbon dioxide gas, one of the most important why we are going to plant native trees in our areas or in our country, respective countries, is they support biodiversity. They support local biodiversity. So meaning to say, if we are going to plant different native trees species, then there would be a time that as time goes by, it will increase the local biodiversity. When I say local biodiversity, these are the local birds of a particular country, local birds of Brazil. These are the local insects and also the local ants and the local spiders and so forth and so on, even the local microorganism. So that is the most important why we need to plant native trees over the exotic trees. Another one is native trees also improve soil fertility, regulate water system, absorb carbon dioxide, and release oxygen, which are also true with other trees. Compared to non-native species, or we call it exotic trees, native trees are better suited for long-term ecosystem restoration. That's why I mentioned earlier that the more native trees species, the more it increases the local biodiversity. So let's go back in ecological restoration and reforestation. In ecological restoration, it is purely different native trees and native plants that we are going to plant in a particular area. In reforestation, we can still plant others like non-native, like fruit-bearing trees, for as long as the tree cover in an area will be satisfied. So that is the difference between reforestation and ecological restoration. When we say restoration, we are going to restore the different local species that once lost or that once um, minimized because of different human activities. Planting native trees help restore ecological balance while supporting local communities and sustainable environments. Restoration projects that prioritize native species are generally more successful and environmentally beneficial. Next slide, please. So I explained this already. What is reforestation? Just plant trees in deforested areas is either be non-native, native, fruit-bearing trees. It can be natural or human assisted. The goal is to restore ecosystem and biodiversity. So when we say to restore means to say that it will just increase the tree cover in one area, and the basic benefits or the basic responsibility of a particular tree is actually see on that kind of reforestation. Next slide, please. When we say afforestation, these are the planting trees in areas that were not previously forest. So it helps expand green cover and, of course, improve climate resilience. So actually, it is very similar with green spaces. When we say green spaces in a highly urbanized area, we still need to plant trees in order that it is one way to cool the surroundings and one way to minimize the so-called urban heat island. Urban heat island, the production of heat, is primarily produced by humans and its activities. Of course, it includes all types of vehicles or transportation, the rise of buildings, and of course, the other infrastructures. So all of these are actually produce heat, and without trees, the area will become worse later on. So that is the one of the goal why we need to increase green spaces, and green spaces is simply under the umbrella of afforestation. So next slide, please. These are now, we go to the restoration efforts in Brazil. So every state of Brazil, every place in Brazil, they have their own, what we call these initiatives to do conservation efforts. So it is led by governments, environmental organizations, indigenous communities, which are a very protector in the Amazon and in other mountains, and local volunteers. That's myself. I'm a local volunteer also. This effort include replanting native trees, restoring degraded lands, monitoring deforestation, and strengthening environmental policies. Community participation is essential because long-term restoration requires cooperation among many sectors of society. Restoration projects also provide economic and social benefits such as employment opportunities and environmental education. Next slide, please. One of restoration efforts in Brazil is through the role of indigenous communities. Indigenous communities plays a critical role in forest conservation because they possess deep ecological knowledge and sustainable land management practices. Different studies shows that indigenous protected lands often experience lower deforestation rates compared to unprotected areas, which are very true. And they will go to street. These indigenous communities, they will go to street to protest if there are destruction that are happening in their area. I've seen it. I experienced in Rio de Janeiro and also here in Brasilia. They voice, they simply tell what inside of their hearts and their mind just to go against the destruction of their land territory. Supporting indigenous rights and involving communities in restoration programs are essential for successful conservation efforts. That's why the president of Brazil, Lula, won because he increased and he tightened policies that pertains to the protection of the territory of these indigenous communities in the different parts of Brazil. Next slide, please. Modern technology helps improve environmental conservation, all know that, and restoration efforts. Satellite monitoring allows scientists and governments to track deforestation in real time. Drones can be used for tree planting and environmental monitoring. Smart agriculture and environmental sensors help reduce environmental impacts while improving productivity. Technology supports more efficient conservation strategies and helps government respond quickly to environmental threats. And also it includes artificial intelligence or the AI. Next slide, please. Although although restoration efforts are important, we have also challenges in restoration. Large-scale restoration projects require significant financial resources and long-term commitment. That's the number one problem, the long-term commitment. Most of the problem that I encountered when I speak with a different forum like this is I always reminded and advise the people that if we go on tree planting, native tree planting, it must be well uh, take care. So means to say we need to monitor, we need to water, we need to put fertilizer if we can, but we will not just simply plant trees, take a photo, take a picture, and post it in the social media and forget it. It's not like that. Okay, we should take care of it. And another one problem is simply illegal logging, mining, conversion, and the changes in leadership. I've seen it, but I don't want to mention leaders who are very good in their term. They supported environment. They gave a lot of funds in the environment. Upon switching or upon new leadership, it changes everything. I know you can relate this in the United States. I'm not pertaining to anyone. I just want I just saddened because how can we support if we simply reverse those policies, and it's more inclined into business, it's more inclined into money. And another challenge in restoration is climate change also affects restoration because of droughts, heat waves, and extreme weather that will simply damage young saplings, young forests. But because of these challenges, restoration remains essential for environmental sustainability. Next slide, please. Forest restoration in economic benefits provides important economic benefits. Tree planting and forest management create jobs and support rural communities. One of it is sustainable forestry and agriculture that can provide long-term income while protecting ecosystem. One of the problems that I experience in the Philippines and even here in Brazil is monoculture in agriculture. So monoculture is not good. We always advise them that we still need trees because there are insect predators that lives on trees that can easily suppress insect pest population. So we always advise farmers if they can, they need to do polyculture. When I say polyculture, you have your main crop, and then just simply the concept of agroforestry. You have the main crop, you have a livestock there, and in the main crop, you still have other crops that are planted in your farm, and it should be surrounded by different tree species. So that would be. Now, another one is ecotourism also generates economic opportunities. That's why parks are created, trilhas are created to attract visitors to natural areas. So restoration supports the growth of green economy that balances economic development with environmental protection. Next slide, please. Now, in this slide, I want to highlight how ecosystem restoration can recover degraded lands and improve biodiversity. Restoration projects often involve planting different native tree species, protecting the soil because of their deep-rooted soil, improving water system as time goes by. When it rains, the water will goes through the soil, and the trees has the role of filtering those pollutants, and the water will go straight to the groundwater, and this resulted in a clean groundwater, and of course involves local communities, especially if the area is simply planted by different native fruit-bearing trees. So long-term monitoring is important because ecosystem takes many years to recover fully. Successful restoration demonstrate that damaged environment can be rehabilitated through consistent effort and cooperation. Next slide, please. So this one is my own initiative. So I work here as a consultant in one of the companies in the Rio de Janeiro, and we planted more than 1,000 in the mountains. Another one, next slide, please. Next slide. Okay, this one when my mother and my sister. The other one. Slide, please. Go back to the previous slide. Okay. So when they visited me in 2024, we always have this heart of planting native trees. So we extended this not only in the Philippines, but every country if we have the opportunity to contribute to the environment. We did this when we were in France, in Italy, and of course this now is in Brazil. My mom is a graduate of a PhD in agriculture, a former professor. My sister is an entomologist. She's also a PhD holder and the director of Cagayan Valley Cacao Development Center in the Philippines. So they are producing chocolates. But what the difference of our plantation is we started planting cacao in an organic way. So we never ever sprayed pesticides and used synthetic fertilizers on their plantation. And it's very successful. That's why that is one evidence that when it comes to long-term production of farming, we need to start it in a natural way. So we applied everything. We applied what they've learned from pest management, integrated nutrient management, soil management, up to my part in the environment, which is a polyculture. Okay, so it is one of the successful project in Isabela, and I think it is one of the rarest project that we did it in an organic way, as compared to cacao plantation in Davao and in other Mindanao areas. In Mindanao areas, they already did it in monoculture. They sprayed a lot of pesticides. That's why one of their problem is the pest occurrence. And we all know that when we spray pesticides, it's not 100% to suppress the insect pest. There still remains, and it will become aggressive, and it will multiply, and the cycle continues. Okay, next slide, please. Next slide. So this one, when my father visited me after a year, we already planted it in Baja de Tijuca. So this is a guaporuvu, a fast-growing trees of Brazil. So Baja de Tijuca, in the area of Union Church, my church in Rio de Janeiro. And that's why every day, every time when we are going to church, I always monitor them. I always water them during summer season. So my father is an environmentalist. He was the one who taught me on doing this and continue his legacy in the Philippines and here. Next slide, please. Next slide. So this was my first native tree planted in Brazil way back in 2018. So this is a coastal native tree. This is in Botafogo in Rio de Janeiro. Next slide, please. So this was during pandemic, as you could see, we still wear face masks. So of course, I lost my job during that time, but I never stopped taking care of the environment. As I mentioned in my talks a while ago, that aside from planting and taking care or nurturing trees, I also involved in picking trash or collecting trash in the different beaches in Rio de Janeiro. Next slide, please. Now, this is a community native tree planting. When I live in Baja de Tijuca, my friends who are also foreigners, this one, orange lady, a lady that wears orange clothes is a Russian, and the other lady is from Colombia. So we have a group named Internations and Changemaker. So a lot of expats are joining because they want to contribute to the environment. So every month we do this, planting trees and then taking care of trees. Next slide, please. Now, this is what we call reflorescimiento urbano. In English, that is urban reforestation group. It is in the heart of Copacabana. And aside from the initiatives of government to increase green spaces, we also took the initiative of doing this. So most of the members here in this organization are simply professionals, and simply they love to take care of the environment. So as you could see, it's on the knife. So this is after our work. So even though we're tired from the work, we still have commitments to do this. And probably in one night we can simply plant 2 or 3 or 4. That's it. Probably we are just 3, 5, 6 members who are going to go outside and plant. Next slide, please.
Rayson, can I jump in here real quickly? We have
Sure.
it's about 10 minutes of. So if we can do maybe about 3 or 4 more slides, and then I know you have a couple key takeaway. You have a key takeaway slide
Okay.
all the way at
So
the end.
probably,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
Probably after this slide, I will end up. So this
Okay.
is inside of the school. I'm also doing this. Next slide, please, together with my students also. And after school also. Next slide, please. So every Sunday morning here in Brasilia, I did that. And during my birthday also, I did this. This is Pau Brazil, the national tree of Brazil. Next slide, please. Here in Brasilia. And in hilly areas. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. It is in hilly areas also. With my friends. Okay. So you could see this is Araucaria. Okay. So this is Tempo de Plantar, a program of Brazil, NGO that during this year, I think it starts with November, December, and January up to February. All of the members of this across Brazil, they're going outside and plant trees. Next. Okay, next, please. It's in here in Federal District. This is the Tempo de Plantar. Next. Okay, next. This is the initiatives. Okay, so this is my company, Guardians of Amazonia. So our company is focused on carbon credits. So carbon credits certification and carbon credits processing, legaling. Okay. So we have projects that started in January, and it was simply collaborated with different organizations, including my church, which is a union church. So we planted 300 various native tree species in Rio de Janeiro. Next slide, please. So these are the pictures that we planted. So if you wish to support us, so I'm open to collaborate, and just message me or send a message, and we are ready for any project. Actually, we were supported already from Plant Height in Germany, and of course, the incoming is the WWF Worldwide Fund for Nature. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. These are the evidences. Even my church, they are simply embracing now the planting of native tree. Next slide, please. And I mentioned a while ago, this is an urban reforestation. Next slide, please. Okay, next slide. It's still part. Now, this Pedra do Apuador conservation is actually near in Ipanema Beach in Rio de Janeiro. Next of it is Copacabana. And there's a hilly part there, and we planted that. And in my school, Brasilia International School, we done reforestation. Next slide, please. Okay, these are the students, my students and other students. Okay, and these are my activities here in Federal District in Brazil. Next slide. And our group also, Filipino community here in Brazil. Next slide, please. Okay. So aside from that, we also have a program on educating children so that they know the importance of native trees as early as they are young, at the young age. Next slide, please. So this is a coastal native tree planting. So we planted coastal native tree species here. Next slide, please. In different beaches in Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so this is from Recreo with my friends. Next slide. And this is my responsibility, watering our native trees during summer. Okay, next slide. Okay, so we all know that water is very important in any plant species. Next slide. So even my friends, they are still doing watering their planted native trees in their area. Next slide, please. and still teaching kid if I have still the time and the opportunity to do this. Next slide, please. And I go far beyond on this. That's why one of the nature-based solution is planting native trees. Okay. So I was one of these policymaker in G20. It was in 2024 and in 2025 in BRICS dialogue. It was in Rio de Janeiro. Next slide, please. Okay, so this is my principle, and I will end up here. Consistency is better than perfection in native tree planting because real forests are not built in one day, but through years of patience, faithful, and repeated action. So this is my presentation. I hope you gain something, and thank you very much to all of you who listen. Okay, so these are just simply information already. Okay, yeah, it's okay now. I will
All
cut
right.
on that.
Thank you so much, Rayson. That was beautiful. That's excellent. Okay, let's see. We have a couple. Whoops, wait. Don't do that. Let's go ahead with questions. Mark, I saw you had your hand up.
Yeah, Rayson, great presentation.
Yes, I
Are
could
there-
not hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oops.
I
Never
can hear
mind.
you. I can hear you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, are there any native trees you can't plant due to changes in climate? Because I know where I live in Western Washington in the US, we no longer can plant Western hemlocks because they've all died due to changes in weather patterns. Are you experiencing
Wait,
anything
I
like
could
that?
not hear. What happened to my phone?
Oh,
Oh, crud. Okay, never mind.
uh-oh. Are you on mute? I guess he can't hear me if he's on mute.
No, I can hear, but so slow. I don't know. So
Oh, Rayson, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you, Rayson.
yes, just go ahead. Probably you can what do you call this? Talk a little bit louder.
Okay, Rayson, are there any native trees that you cannot plant?
Yes.
Or
What is it?
All right, let's hold on your question mark for just a minute. Najodi, go ahead. You go up. I'm going to go ahead and get where is Rayson? Get you in here, spotlight, and get where's my? Are we losing connection with him?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's rejoining.
he's rejoining. Okay, yep, I just see him now.
Yeah. So shall I share my screen?
Hang on. Let me make sure he's in. Let me get
Yes.
him.
I can hear now. Thank you very much.
All right, good. Yeah. Okay, go
I'm so
ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead, Najodi. Rayson, she's going to share her screen for just a minute.
Yes.
What an excellent presentation, Rayson. You have really inspired, very inspiring session. And I think after seeing your all photographs and everything, immediately I want to go and plant a tree. And tomorrow is the Environment Day, such a perfect, your presentation day that you are, inspiring all of us to do, not only tomorrow, but each and every day. So happy Environmental Day to everyone. And this is actually a certificate on behalf of us from each and every participant in recognition of your generous contribution as a guest speaker at Earth Talks, a weekly global dialogue hosted by Rotary Earth Network Club. We sincerely appreciate your contribution. And we are going to send this certificate to you by mail. It will take some time because all other blogged by Laurie, Karin, and myself, and we will put everything together and we'll send you. Thank you so much for accepting our proposal and inspiring all of us. Thank you so much. So our next
Thank you.
presentation is by our fellow Rotarian Nagjoti Bolla Pragada. So the presentation, next presentation will be on Thursday, same day, same time, but link will be shared. I already shared the link into the chat. The presentation topic is waste management in agro-based industries. Thank you so much. And this is our Skybridge project. Already I have shared the link into the chat. Please share your projects and we will see as many as projects will be uploaded on the portal. And this is one more today's actually our project teaser. I already shared, me and Laurie already shared the link into the chat and looking forward to see you all. The Zoom link is already shared. Please try to join. So thank you so much.
And Joshua is
Thank
the one
you.
who did all the IT behind Project Skybridge, and then that project, that event is his as well. So yay for Joshua.
Yeah, yeah. All right, thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to say we're gonna for people that have to leave right now or soon, we're gonna be Rayson, can you stay around for just a few minutes?
Sure, sure.
Okay, good. For people that have to leave, we're going to take a break for 2 weeks now because RICON is going on, the Rotary International Convention. So we're not gonna have a meeting the next 2 weeks. The Network of Eco Clubs is going to have a meeting on June 18th. And so we'll put the information, I think the information might have already gone into the link, into the chat. But if we go to their LinkedIn page, you can get their information. Anyway, so we'll have a break for 2 weeks and then we'll be back with the next one is going to be Najoti speaking. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So let's do Mark Hoppin. You had a question there and I don't know if Rayson was able to answer it.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
I will answer it. I was lost earlier. Sure, sure.
Okay.
Just ask us.
So yeah, Mark Hoppin, go ahead with your question.
Can you hear me, Rayson?
Sure, sure. Yeah.
In my area, in Western Washington, in the US, we can no longer plant Western hemlocks because rain patterns have changed enough that they don't survive. And all of them, every last hemlock in Western Washington has died. And that's the only tree that is a native tree that we can't plant. Are you experiencing anything like that in any of the areas of Brazil? Because I know some areas in Brazil are wetter and some are much drier.
Actually, yes, we experienced that. That's why even though it is native trees, but we searched into an endemic species. So in one of the recommendations in your area, in your issues there, is try to look and search for the endemic trees species in your area. So because look, when we say native trees, these are the native trees throughout in a country. But it doesn't mean that this native tree, let's say for example in Amazon rainforest, is suited in Cerrado, in Brasilia. So if I'm going to plant native species, I took it from Amazon rainforest and plant here in Cerrado, I'm sure 80 to 90% it will not grow well, or probably it will die because the climate in Amazon rainforest is different from Cerrado. That's why when I organize a tree planting with my students with the Brasilia International School, I collaborated with Instituto Arboredo, the biggest NGO here in Federal District. And they gave me a list of native trees. When I asked them, why is it that it is not included the other trees like I planted in Rio de Janeiro? And they explained me that we are not recommending planting native trees that are not for Cerrado alone. So probably one of the recommendation is that you need to search if there are still native trees that are exclusively in your area alone. Did you get my point, sir?
That makes sense. That makes sense. We have at least one species of native tree that we can no longer grow.
Wow.
Do you have any species like that?
That you can't grow. Wow.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
okay.
actually, if that would be the problem, could not grow out, uh, better check the soil, because soil is one of the most important element in all plants, even in crops, in agriculture, in forestry. Probably, I don't know. Probably you may take a soil test in the presence if it is in the presence if it is too much acidic, if it is with the presence of heavy metals, or in the presence of it is very high in toxicity, very toxic. So I think those are the factors that uh, uh, might affect the growth of a particular plants or trees, aside from climatic factors and other environmental variables.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you already have that kind of test, the soil test, so that you could see.
I haven't personally researched it to that extent, but I could. I don't know. It's just a phenomenon that I've noticed that there's no Western hemlocks left,
Wow.
and they're native.
Well, it's oak,
Yeah.
chestnut. I know the not oak, chestnut. Isn't it chestnut tree? It's been really difficult growing chestnut trees, I know, out here too. I don't know whether climate change, Mark, is causing that or what, but
Because
let's
for
go.
us, we always check the soil. We always
Yeah,
check the soil.
soil is
Soil is
so
very
important.
important,
Yeah,
especially the physical, chemical, and microorganism, the
yeah,
bacteria content. Yeah, probably the bacteria, the bacteria present in the soil are already evolved because of the climate change. That's one thing that we need to consider.
yeah. And is Mark, is that
That's it. I'm good.
okay, you're good. Anna Maria, go ahead.
If I'm not wrong, Rayson was nominating several countries where he worked. Am I right that he was even in Italy?
What do
Have
you
you
mean,
been ever in Italy for
Italy?
plantation, particular things?
Yes, but that was long time ago. My experience there.
Anna Maria
Oh,
is from Italy, so she's
Yeah,
just curious about
I
whether you
think
were
it is
working there.
mm, outside Milan. I forgot because I went to Italy with my father. That was 2010. It was a long time ago.
so
That's neat.
okay, no, you just nominated Italy, and we are having some problem in plantation because every time we have to plant something, we have to pass so many check from the bureaucracy. This kind
Mhm.
of tree is not okay, the other one is not okay. So I was curious to know if you obtain a success. This is the first thing. The second is only a message. Okay, for 2 weeks we won't see, but you know that I belong. A few of you know that I belong to Eco Milano, and Luca organized a meeting, Eco Club Network, Thursday 18th. So if you please can spread the word, because it will be very interesting and it will be a pleasure to see you also. I repeat, 18th of June, Thursday, more or less at the same time we are here on the phone, on the TV. Thank you very much, and it's been very, very interesting. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Anna Maria. Yes, we do want to spread that, and we will probably be sending out another note about that too.
And
Myrtle, go
Anna,
ahead.
we are having one more Anna from Italy. So both the Annas from Italy.
What's that?
I
You're
said
choppy.
Anna Mario is from Italy, but one more Anna is there. She's also from Italy. So 2 Annas.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to put
Yeah.
this in there.
And Anna Marie, you can also just do guerrilla planting. And guerrilla planting is that you don't ask permission and you just blame the birds if there's a tree growing. You go like, I don't know. And they say, yeah, but people saw you planting. Do they have it on video?
No,
That's
not in
how I do it.
Milan, for sure, not in Milan.
I
But
do it everywhere. I've been doing it in Netherlands, and they're even more stickler than they're the biggest stickler of Europe. So yeah, it's
but I was joining the bridge, the one with my terrace. So I am in the program that before Najiror was remembering. So I am already in this bridge around the world with
yeah,
green. Okay, thank you.
yeah. Milan is such a rich city. I think that's also the problem. The richer the city, the more rules they have.
Oh, yeah. Bertel, did you have a question? Did you, or you just
I
want to say?
question, and I will ask it. Kababayan, kailan ka babalik sa Pilipinas? When?
Probably next year, if God's willing.
Okay.
Yeah.
For good? For good? We
Oh,
need
no,
you.
no. That's just to visit. Because as I mentioned, I have company here. We are running our company in carbon credits. They needed me badly here.
Yeah, but we're also setting that up over here with blue carbon credits, and I will ask Karen to give me your email, and maybe we
Sure.
can email a bit back and forth.
Sure, even my contact number you can get so that if you need my services to talk something like this, I'm very willing.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah,
No, but
I'm happy to pass it on.
yeah, yeah. And
Hey,
I asked
Rayson,
him in Tagalog, in the local language, I asked him, countryman, when are you coming back to the Philippines? So
sweet, sweet, sweet. Rayson, you had mentioned a business, Guardians of the Amazonia.
yes.
Is it I put a link in the chat. Can you see the chat? Let's see. I don't know if this was your is it guardiansofamazonia.org? Or is it
Probably yes. Yes, I think
or
yeah. Guardians of the
.com?
Amazonia.
There's one .com, but I just yeah, that's the one.
I will send to you the website. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know about that. So I was frantically trying to search it out here.
Yeah, yeah. After
Okay.
this, I will send it to you so
All right,
that you can
sweet.
send it to others also.
Okay, we can. We'll be sending a note to Lori. Will be sending a note out
Okay.
a little later today. So
See, Rayson, we
Right.
are having an environmental laboratory and we take care of the analysis of soil,
oh yeah, it's neat.
soil analysis.
Yeah.
And yeah, related to the, you see, the compost and all, once we add, then we take care of the bacterial and fungal analysis.
Yeah, it's very important. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Oh.
much, Rayson. Thank you. That was
Okay.
fantastic. Really good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really
If you
nice.
need me, as I mentioned a while ago, I'm very willing. If
Okay.
you need me for any policy making, critiquing, research,
Okay.
whatever, just email me. No worries. I
Lori,
will
I
help
was
for as long
I
as I
was
can.
thinking about we talked about an ag panel, a panel talk with ag. So I'm
Yes.
thinking, Rayson, I might contact you for
Yes.
that.
Sure.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yep. We were hoping to
Yeah.
get a kind of a panel talk together about
Sure.
agriculture and practices and stuff, and you would be that perfect for that. So
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you.
I'm-
Anybody
I'm-
else have anything for the order? Dietmar, did I just see Dietmar? There he is.
Yeah,
Dietmar, it's so
yes.
good to see you. Holy mackerel. We haven't seen you in so long. Sorry, big shout out.
Hi.
Are you doing okay? You
Yes,
doing
yes,
well?
yes, yes.
Good. Good. It's great to see you. Yeah.
In case you don't know, for 3 years, Dietmar took every one of our recordings and put it on Vimeo so that SREG has this phenomenal
Yes.
library of presentations. And when
Dude,
we needed information for any of the COPs, we went back to all of Dietmar's work, consolidated it, and gave it to Rotary International so that they would be prepared for their work at COPs year after year after year. And that's because of Dietmar's work.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the one who made it possible for SRAG to inform COP.
Yes.
So
And I'm still and at the moment and I'm still doing it
Good.
with
Oh.
Niels
Oh yeah, Niels. Good, good, good.
he's
I'm so
sending me the contacts and the
good.
addresses of the momentan
Good.
recordings, and I'm still putting it on
Oh,
Vimeo.
you are such a
Oh,
love.
good.
Thank you so much.
That is so
And I have
wonderful.
and I have all recordings here at my disc
Wow,
from
that's
Oh,
fantastic.
4 years. It's about
Yeah,
4 years.
there's a lot of work.
one
That's a
one.
lot of
Great to know.
recording.
It's about 1 terabyte.
Yeah, I was going to say that's got to
Oh,
be. Yeah, that's
that
great.
is
Thank you so
so
much. That's so
good.
good to hear. I'm glad. I'm glad.
But
Yeah,
at
we're
the
putting our
moment, I'm
stuff
an
now on.
associated member here.
You're an associate member with us?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
are you good? I didn't realize. I didn't see that. Shoot. Thank
I
you so
promised
much.
you. I
Thank
promised
you.
it to Laurie.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
That's wonderful. Thank you. That
And
helps a lot. Yeah.
Monica, we have you on. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, Monica.
Do you want to be, you talked about membership too. Do you want to be an associate or a full member?
I want to be a full member because
Oh,
I'm not a member of another Rotary Club. So
you can stay as a
only,
member. Yeah, you can stay as a member of your Rotary Club that you're in already. No?
oh, I don't have a
A
Rotary
Rotary
Club.
Club.
Oh, you don't have.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah, we would love to be your
I'm
club.
only a member of SWAC, not of a Rotary Club. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
wonderful to have you.
So for me, it's full membership, I think.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great.
That's right.
And,
Yeah.
and so we won't start you till July 1. And the reason being is that way, instead of paying $90 for the last 6 months,
Yeah.
we just start you
Okay.
July 1 and then it's just
Yeah.
90 going
Yeah.
forward.
Okay,
Oh,
fine. So I save a little bit money. Thank you.
so we're all about saving
So
money.
Yeah. Yeah. Making it
and
affordable.
spend that for any project or so. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great to have.
Oh, this is wonderful.
It is. It's good.
Yes.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I should probably let Rayson get back.
Rayson go. And
And,
it's so good
yeah.
to see everyone. And Ken,
Yep.
thank you for
Yep.
this starting us off.
Yeah, and Cornelia,
Nice.
Nino, I saw comments in the where were you? Yeah, I did put, and Anna Maria, I did put that information in the chat about the network, the next meeting. So you can
Thank you.
register in
Thank you.
advance. Yeah. So anybody can register in advance. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be, well, actually it's the 18th. So my husband has surgery on the 17th, so I may or may not be there.
Yeah.
Pray for him.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Any prayers for him or
Hey, and can I launch an idea? Maybe
Sure.
you next week just open the meeting and
Oh,
we
just
don't
to
have to
chat.
and we just hang out.
We could just do that.
Oh,
Actually,
that would be
Bertel, that's actually a
fun.
great idea.
Just fellowship meeting.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Claudia, you've been saying that all
Yeah,
along.
you have been saying that.
Yeah,
All along.
unfortunately, I will be in France, so I think I can't join, but great to do that.
Let us know. It's enough if you let know and we can join.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes.
That would be good. That would
Okay.
be great just to have a
Yes.
fellowship meeting.
Yeah.
That's a great
For
idea.
those who aren't going to Rycon, for
Yep.
all of us who have a lower carbon footprint
Yes, I know.
and more
Yeah.
money for Rotary International projects.
Yes, true. Rycon
Thank
is
you.
great, though.
Enjoy
It is great.
your meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
Good idea.
Bye.
All right, be
Thank you
well,
very much
everybody.
to
Take
everyone.
care.
Thank you.
On that day,
Bye.
everybody is a speaker.
Everybody's a
Whoever is
speaker.
joining,
Yeah,
speaker.
everybody's a speaker. Good
Everybody's a
idea.
speaker.
People speaker
Thank
meeting.
you. Thanks again,
And
Rayson.
Rayson, I hope you can join us depending on your work schedule. And
Yeah.
Fidel, we didn't say hello.
I know,
Hello.
Fidel. I know,
How
I
are
didn't know
you?
Fidel. I don't know if he's can unmute yeah.
Well,
Somebody had asked before, can they join just quietly, like with their stuff
oh
off?
yeah.
You're
Yeah.
always welcome to do that. We're not yeah. I know we
We
worry
won't
about
pick
Zoom
on you like
bombing.
I just did on to Ken
Yeah,
at the
we worry
beginning
about
of the
Zoom
meeting.
bombing sometimes, but most of the people coming in. Mark is so good about keeping us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, all right, I better shut us down. It's so good to see you guys.
Guys.
Be well, be
Bye.
well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.